Hi, and welcome to Creative Chelsea. Today we're going to be making this beautiful fall thank you card. And all the products that we're using are going to be found in the holiday catalog from Stampin' Up. And this catalog is good until January of 2nd, 2020. And so you'll want to go ahead and get these products now before they're gone. So I'm using products that are from the Come Together suite. You can see some of these examples. I think they're so beautiful. And the suite, you can get all these products with just one catalog number. And so you can find the catalog number here on page 47, and the price is only $70, and you get all these things that you see on this page. So we're going to be using the stamp set and dies, the Come Together Designer Series paper, some of the ribbon from the Come Together Ribbon Combo Pack, and then the tags and feathers elements. So let's go ahead and put this together. So you can find the dimensions for all the cardstock and paper in the description below, as well as a link so that you can purchase any of the products that you see me using today. So we're going to be using a fun watercoloring technique for the leaves. So let's go ahead and stamp that first. So we've got the Pear Pizzazz and the Mint Macaron inks, and we're going to do those. We're going to do the leaves, one leaf in each of these colors. Okay, so our watercolor technique is really you just take a clean watercolor brush, and then once you stamp it, then you run your aqua painter right over that inked image. And with just a little bit of that ink that hasn't set into the paper yet, you're going to just get a very light color that you can pull through that image. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. It's very light. And then just make sure you clean it so we can do it again with the next image. Okay, so I have cleaned my stamp, and we're going to go ahead and do it with the Mint Macaron. And just do the same thing with the clean aqua painter. Just start pulling some of that color. This one, I can't really tell if it's pulling out. So I might just get a little bit of color, very light, and just kind of add that in there. I think sometimes the colors do a little bit better job of seeping into the cardstock a little faster than others. So if you notice that you're using a specific color and it's not pulling the color like you'd like, then just add a little bit from your ink pad. All right, so there we go. Make sure you clean it. Okay, and lastly, we're going to stamp the thank you on our card, and that's in the Pretty Peacock. So this thank you, if you're interested and like it, it comes from the Sweetly Swirled stamp set, and you can find this in the main catalog. All right, so we're going to now go to the Big Shot. We're going to cut out our images, and we are using the leaf die that comes with the suite, and then one of the stitched rectangle pieces from another set of dies. And this, as you can see, is not the right shape. So I'm going to show you a quick technique on how to use these rectangle dies to get any shape that you want. So you're going to first start with the greeting in one of the corners and make sure it's the direction that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through my Big Shot, and then I'll be back and show you the next step. Okay, so you can see that I've cut, and I've got the two sides where I want them. So now I need to have three sides excuse me, the other two sides where I want that. So I'm going to put it down in the next corner to match it. So you see how I'm going to cut off this section here so that it's the right size for me. So I've gone ahead and cut my leaves out with the Big Shot, and I've made my second cut with the Big Shot and the rectangle stitched framelit die. So you can see when I pull that out, now I've got a nice stitching around the whole word, exactly the size that I want. So you can use this with any greeting, any size, because the rectangles come in all different sizes. All right, so we've got all the pieces we want. So let's go ahead and assemble our card. So I've started with just a white card base. And you could use any light color that matches that you like. We're just going to add this beautiful pattern paper to the back at an angle. Next, we're going to add this DSP. Place that at an angle as well. Then take your stamped images. I'm going to add this. You can put some snail or glue dots, whatever you like. Put this one up in the corner. And then this one on the side, down just a little bit. And then you're going to take your strips. Now you can use whatever length of strips you like. So in my example, I've got a small strip here, but we could have it go all the way over. I'm going to just have it sit right about here, and then I'll cut off this piece after it's on my card. And then kind of the same for this early espresso. I'm just going to tuck it under if I can. Okay. So I'm going to take one of the tags that comes with the suite and some of the Cajun Craze twine, and I'm going to, let's see, I think we did a little, like 8 inches of twine, and we're going to just string it through the hole, and then just tie a knot, like a knot, I guess. And then from there, go ahead and just do a bow. Great, that looks good. And then we're going to put that down on an angle so that that bow's at the, like on the bottom right. And then our thank you is just going to go near that to kind of cover up the hole a little bit. So let's go ahead and put some snail on one side of that thank you. Kind of position that where we want it. And then here we can put a dimensional. And then with this, I do like to use some liquid glue when I use a little heavier embellishment. Kind of just helps hold everything together. And you can just place this wherever you'd like. Put it right here. And then you can open up your card, and you're going to just trim off these pieces that are hanging with a pair of snips. And then your card is all done. Oh, we forgot to add a little bit of accessories. So I have some of these old candy dots from a couple, I think it's actually a couple catalogs, a couple years ago. But you could use, I did find an accessory in the main catalog that I think would be really great with this card. And they are these designer elements. I don't know if you can see, but they've got like a little circle. The silver ones you can see really well. So they've got a circle inside a circle with some radiating pieces, some radiating lines, I guess. And it comes in this pretty copper color, silver and gold. And I think this copper would be so pretty on this card. So if you don't have any brown or neutral color elements hanging around, you can go ahead and order those designer elements and put them on this card. So any of these colors, because they're neutral, will work. So I'm just going to grab, let's do some of this brown one. I'm just going to place them here at the bottom, two around the saying, and then one up here on my leaf. Okay, so this card is done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. Visit creativechelsea.com for a free tutorial of this project and to purchase the supplies needed. Have a creative day. Bye.